يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. صدق الله العظيم. الفاتحة.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا الا ما علمتنا انك انت العليم الحكيم. Inshallah, we'll continue our journey of the 80-20 root words. So, today we are going through the Surah Fil, inshallah, and we briefly discussed about the purpose of the Surah Fil, that the true security lies in Allah's protection, not in material strength or in power that we may think of. And that part is shown in the Surah Fil. Now, in terms of the linguistic that we are going through the root word, if you look at this small surah, and in this surah, this is 105 surah, that it has only 5 ayah, 23 words, and 96 letters. Now the question is why we talk about the letters and those type of things, these numeric things. Because if you recall the hadith that Ibn Masud said about in Abu Dawud, that even the recitation of Quran for every, not only just a word, just for every letter there is a word, a sanad, and that is a 10 word. So that is one way and also when they look at this ayah and the word, then in the past, when it was written in the script, then they can compare and contrast that with how many ayahs to this surah and how many ayahs to that surah. That is one way to comparing the authenticity and validation of ayahs. So this numeric, computations and analysis is something to reinforce, to understand, to comprehend, to go through, deeper into these things. But here in this ayah there are 5 short verses, and we say that there are only 40 root words. And this root word, we went through a couple of these. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Alif. Yeah. That is the root word that is like here, Alam tara, you see. Kayfa fa'ala is we went through this fa'ala is that fa'ala, and it comes there in many times in the Quran. Like for it is coming like 108 times. That to do and action and those type of things. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka rababa, and it comes 900 times. Rababa, Rob. So have you seen your Rob there, how he dealt with the people of the elephants? Feel is there. Sahaba. We know all the Sahaba. So Sahaba, the community of the field. So the people of the field. And that is, so here you see only Ra, one root word, if you know, and if you know the Fa'ala, if you know Rababa, and if you know Sahaba, Sahaba, and 4. This will, at least, these 4 words will occur, more than or close to 2,000 times in different form. That's what we tell you. So, yaj'al kaydahum fi tadbir. Tadli. So again, Surah Fatiha with Dog, Dog, Lam, Lam. So it is the same things here, Tadli, the deviated and lost and those type of things. Yaj'al, Ja'ala make. So Alam Yaj'al, Alam is the question is here. Yaj'al kaidahum fi tadli. Did he not cause their plan to go become lost? Tadli. Qaida is, Qaida, Al-Qaida is the same word. Qaida is the plot or plan and those type of things. So you see here in the second verse, you see that if you know Ja'ala, if you know Qaida, if you know Ba'at, Lam, it will be, these three root words comes in the Quran in many times as well. So, and the next verse, وَارْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ. وَارْسَلَ is Asal, Rasul, Rasala, and these are the same thing, the messenger, and those type of things. So Arsala is one root word. If you know these things, then when it comes in different form, then we can relate it to something related to the message, something related to the messenger, something sent down, and those type of things. Also the sent down is from the heavens, as is also the sun. Toilan this is the the bird that also occurs in different form. We know that Ibrahim alayhi salam, the story in Surah Baqarah, that when he asked the bird, and he wanted to know how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives life, he made take the bird and make it, cut it into 4 pieces and put it in the mountain and it come. This is the same Tay. And then this Tayran above that way. This is the bird that we are talking about. It comes in many times in the Quran as well. So here we see two main root word, the Rasala and Ta, Ya, Ra. So sorry, Ta and Ra. That Tayran above. So the next person, for Tarmihim Bihijaratan Tim means Sijji. Tarmihim Rama, destroying something. When you go to the Hajj, then we go to the Rama, right? Different those three, the little one, and the larger one. So Tarmihim, to throw Hijara. Hijara is the stone and the mountain. Hijara, that is Hijara, and Sijil is the gravel. But these are the three words, Rama and Hajar, Hajira, and the last one is Sijil. And the last ayah, فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَأَسْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. We already talked about Ja'ala, so it is the same word, it is coming Ja'ala. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَأَسْفٍ. Asfin is that is the root word we will talk about this. Ma'akul. Ma'akul is apple. Akul is like, so akul is like food, eating, feeding. The ma'akul, like it is eaten, like, if you have seen like the crop after harvesting, then you see the way it is formed, everything is gone, it's just eaten up. That part. So here the root word is ma'akul. It sounds like, it starts with the mama, like sometimes if you don't know the root word, it feels like, what is this? But if you know that akul, alif, kaf, akul is, we know, if we know that meaning, then you can see. And ma'akul, what is that prefix come here? Then if we remember that sajada and masjid. So when we add mean at the beginning, then it is a possessive things. So here it is considered these things. So we see that even just by going through the root word, it can connect us to different part of the Quran, and it can increase our vocabulary. That is what we are trying to do, inshallah. So as I said, that here about 14 root words, it occurs about 3,000 times. And the maximum of the highest occurrence is the Rababa, Rob, your Lord. It comes highest at 980 times. And Rasul, Rasala, those that comes about 500 times. So quickly, for the sake of time, that I will go to one word today, fa'ala. Fa'ala is to do or act. And the context, if you look at the fa'ala at different form, what are the meaning can be different. Little bit, but it's the same. Or everything related to the do or act. Action, deed, effect, and those are the things. By extension, it could be habit, it could be manner, it could be custom. So that will go through the context, what the context is used in the Quran. So this happens about 108 times. This are, we talked about this in the past, last time. Rababa is 108 times, and Sahaba is company, companionship. We know Sahaba. So this word is easy for us to for the non-Arab speaking people is easy to relate to. This could be association, this could be possessions, or Sahaba could be to be with, give company or accompany something. It could be companionship, associationship, and those type of things. Now in Surah Kahf, we know that Surah Kahf 18 ayahs, 8, 9, and hasibta anna ashab, أن حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا. أن حسبت حساب is something counting, right? So here if we dissect this ayah, أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف, our root word is Sahaba. Here they say أصحاب الكهف. So Sahab is companion or those that the people, the companions of the cave. So Anhasata, have you thought, have you accounted these things? That the companions of the cave, Asahasata Asahab Kahfe, were Rakime, and the inscriptions, Rakime, the signs and those type of things. Kanu and Ayatana Ajaba. Ayat is the sign, right? Ayatana, the signs from us. Ajab is something. Ajab is strange and those type of things. So here the meaning is, have you thought that the companions of the cave and the inscriptions were among the signs of wonder? So it's also in Surah Waqiyah, ayat 27. وَأَصْحَابُ الْيَمِينِ مَعَ أَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينِ. Yamin and Shimal, right and left. So ashab, the same thing, Sahaba. So you have the people on the right and people on the left. So that's how we try to. So the one with the meaning of Sahaba is companionship, company, and those type of things. But and so on. So with this, inshallah, I know we talked about the last one. I want to talk maybe a couple of minutes. We have already exceeded, right? And so the last word in the Ja'ala and also the root word Khalaq. Khalaqa is Khalaqa samawat wal ard. Khalaqa is Allah create something out of nothing. But Ja'ala will make clothes, the building, the bridges, the plane, anything. We make it out of what Allah saw. So that's why the Ja'ala comes about 347. Like in Surah, this Surah 5, Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tadbir. And you made them like the eating straw. Alam yaj'al kaydahum. Oh, sorry, did he not make that plan into misguidance? That tadlil is misguidance. Alam yaj'al. Yaj'al is the present tense, and make kaidahum. Kaidah is the plot and those type of things. Has he not? Did he not make this plan? Or faj'alna asqim ma'kul is the same ja'ala. So faj'alna, then we made them like a straw. So the meaning could be for ja'ala. It could be making, it could be creating or transforming. Like here we see, like in Surah Baqarah, ayat 30, الَّذِينَ جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ فَرَاشًا وَالسَّمَاءَ بِنَاءً وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. So even in this ayah, if you go through, the some of the root word we already talked about. Alladhi ja'ala. Ja'ala we talked about it. And then another last word, fala taj'ala. That is the same thing, ja'ala. It comes from the meh. So with that, inshallah. So ja'ala will continue next time. Ja'ala will be also the appointing, the establishing. Like for example, Surah Hajj, ayat 78. Wajahidu fillahi haqqu jihadi. That the strive for Allah is the striving due to Him. That is haqq, the truth. Huwa wajtabakum wama ja'ala alaykum fid deen min khalaq. Here, wama ja'ala. Here in this part, the ja'ala is appointed. Wama ja'ala alaykum fid deen min khalaq. And He has not placed upon you in the religion any difficulty. So here, ja'ala is meant, but here it is like the context, because of the context, it is appointing or establishing. The ja'ala can be turning something to another state. Taj'alu, like in Surah, this is like for example, وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. So here it is transformed. And so ja'ala, as I said, the ja'ala is something made out of given thing. And khalaqa means like, or khalaqa is وَالَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ layla. Okay. وَالَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ اللَّيْلَ لِتَسْكُنُوا فِيهِ وَالنَّهَارَ مُبْصِرًا إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَسْمَعُونَ. So inshallah we'll continue this thing. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.